It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Kaepernick now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Just keeping the play alive. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Slide team tight.
Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Not much there, only a yard. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Jones on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Second and 10. Here's Kaepernick. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make some.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Eckler, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 10's the Mike.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And Shark calls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Henry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll go option to the short side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back.
He's got a man, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Jones throw here on target to Hurst. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Henry again on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Kaepernick now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And the Raiders have got him. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Off play action. Jones looking deep for Julio. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
John Franklin Myers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Kaepernick going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Full to run show, Fatukasi there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. But no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DK Metcalf.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the option, here's Henry. Powers by at the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 141 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again to Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he's got some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Folks, 249 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Henry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Off the option, here's Henry.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that last throw, folks, one to remember. That moves him past Peyton Manning's mark of 5,477 yards thrown for in 2012. So this is the all-time record now for yards passing in a single season.
Cue the confetti, right? And knowing him, you know he'll pass the credit along to his receivers, his offensive line, his coaching staff. But let's face it, we have to acknowledge what a season he's had, and that can't be denied. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Paris Campbell, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Off the option, here's Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Off the option, here's Henry. Able to push his way through.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that